Hello everyone, I'm Theresa and today I'm going to share with you the Colourpop Mulan Eyeshadow Palette. I know this goes a bit out of the type of videos I've been doing lately, especially because since I'm staying home as much as possible because of COVID, makeup hasn't been a daily thing for me. It used to be, now it's not, but when I saw that Colourpop was doing a Mulan collection, I had to get my hands on the eyeshadow palette. It was the only thing I could get my hands on because one, most of things went out of stock. Two, I didn't want to spend a fortune, so the eyeshadow palette was a good compromise because eyeshadow palettes are my favorite thing when it comes to makeup. I got this as a treat for my birthday. I bought it on August, so it would get here in time for my birthday in September, late September, because from the United States to Portugal, it takes a while, especially during COVID. And yeah, so this is the palette. I'll film it on detail. On the back you have the names. Can you see how beautiful the artwork is inside the palette? And the colors, the color story is just beautiful. It's so wearable. It's so me and it's so wearable. I had to get my hands on this one. Don't be scared by my zombie face. I've done most of my makeup, but not all, because you know I want to try the eyeshadows with you. I've only done this sort of videos showing you products from Colourpop and trying lipsticks. I never did try the eyeshadows on videos, so let's see if I don't make a mess. These are the swatches. The colors are super buttery, super creamy, especially the glittery ones. The matte ones are a bit flaky, so they will have a lot of fallout, I think. The glittery ones are very buttery, very creamy, very, very pigmented. These reds are calling to me. They are looking wonderful. The mattes are more flaky, more powdery, so they will have fallout, no doubt about it. This is beautiful color. This light isn't making it justice. You can see, they will see how shiny they are. You can see this from the moon, this glittery. Okay, so let's clean up my arm and get onto it. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do because all the colors are pretty. I'm probably going to mess up something, so I'm gonna go in with Fighter first, just to give a good base. It's really, really powdery. I need my mirror. Just to give like a light base to the eye. Don't go by me because I'm not an expert or anything of sorts, but I always like to go in with a lighter color on the palette or go to another palette to get a lighter color just to make a little bit of a base and transition shade. See, barely, you don't notice. Basically, I notice it, but on the camera you don't, I think. So I'm probably going to do what I usually do. On most of my days, I just go in with browns, with nude colors. I'm gonna go in, I think, with Strength. Yep, the matte ones are very powdery, so apply carefully. And go with a light hand with Colourpop palettes because they are really pigmented. I barely brought any pigment on my brush, and yet it brought a lot of color, and I prefer to build up instead of having to blend it out after. Can you see it? I don't know if I'm actually being able to film anything properly because the light today is awful because it's not good outside. And since I'm on my parents' weekend house, holiday house, whatever you want to call it, I don't have like lighting here except for a little ring light that is really small, so it doesn't do a proper job for this sort of stuff. Let me see if they are basically the same. Because that's the thing, I can't see properly what I'm doing either, so bear with me. This is just the strength one, applied this one. Then, I don't know, I want to use them all really, but I can't wear them all at the same time, obviously. But I feel tempted to. I'm gonna go all out with Loyal. This one here, Loyal. Here. Let's see if I can apply with a brush. If not, I'll apply it with my finger, because that's how I like. Yeah, that's the problem with glittery shades. Most of the time they are amazing, but you have to apply them with your finger, because brushes don't really pick up this pressed glitter or whatever this is. But when you do it with your finger, hello, it's really weird to be doing this with the camera, because I usually don't have the camera on me. I'm going just to blend it out a bit. Yeah, this glitter goes everywhere. Just do the same on the other eye. Whoops. See why sometimes I prefer to do the rest of the makeup after, because I got a fallout right here. Now it's how to take out. I'll deal with it in a second. This shadow, this glittery shadow, applies wonderfully, but it does spread glitter everywhere. My other Colourpop palette doesn't have this sort of shade, so next time I'll do the eyeshadow first, no doubt, and then after the concealer, the foundation, all of that, because this is a whole lot of fallout and glitter everywhere. But lesson learned. It's by testing products on yourself, by having fun with makeup, that you learn how to use it the best way for you. So don't be afraid to mess up. Just don't mess up on camera like I'm doing right now. I'm probably going for a lighter shade now, just for the inner corner, and then darker on the outer corner, just to make a nice degradé, just to make it nicer. Because right now it's a bit messy, but don't worry, we will save this. I'm gonna pick up the Brave shade, the Brave, for the inner corner. I think it's still a bit dark than what I wanted. Still a bit dark than what I wanted, but I just wanted to blend a bit. I just want to help blend the red. I'm not even using the makeup brushes I'm used to, because I don't have my usual brushes in this house, which kind of sucks. These are my old brushes, but I'll have to work with them. These are brushes I bought like years ago, and they're okay, but they aren't great. I think they are just pressed glitter, so they are harder to work if you don't have primer or a proper brush. I'm gonna go in with Honor, bring honors to us all, to darken the outer corner. Lightly, again, because Colourpop is very pigmented. Just, just to give that smoky look to it. The same on the other eye, and that's good to go. I'm sorry if you're missing the action, but I'm not used to doing this while having to worry about the camera, so maybe next time I'll do better. This isn't a complete disaster, and there will be next time. Always remember to blend, because if you don't blend, it won't look good. Just gonna pick up the same shades to do under the eye. I want to do it subtly, because I don't want this to be too over the top. I think my mom decided to go cut the grass, which is good, since she's making a lot of noise. So I went in with the red shade, and now I'm going in with the brown ones. So it mixes up a bit and gets more toned down. That makes sense to you? I'm mixing honor and strength because they are the two brown shades I wore on the lid. I went to pick up the Give It To Me Straight only to get a color for the inner corner, because Mulan palette, the brightest shadows that are glittery are pressed glitter, and doesn't stick too well to the inner corner. So I'm gonna go with, I use this basically every day when I do makeup. I'm gonna go with up front this glitter here, just for the inner corner. And honestly, I do this a lot. Oftentimes I use other shadow palettes and go for this shade for the inner corner. I guess I just got used to it, or just love how it looks. I haven't found an eyeshadow like this one, because it's golden and it's lighter than most. It brings a lot of light to the inner corner, and that's what you want. You want to bring in light. I don't know if you can see this, but okay. I usually use this on the brow arch too, just, you know, to bring light again, to bring light. It's all about light. This is a shimmery shade, so it applies very easily with a brush or a finger. The Mulan ones are more like pressed glitter, so they work wonderfully, but they are a bit harder to apply. At least I'm not used to it. The shadow palettes I own, as far as I'm aware or remembering right now, don't have pressed glitters, just shimmer shades. So it's probably me not being used to work with this sort of shade, but they are still beautiful, and the swatches were wonderful. This just means I need to practice a lot with this palette, so I'll probably be in my pajamas wearing full-on makeup on my eyes until I get the hang of it. But that's the beauty of makeup. You don't get wrongs or rights. You do what's right for you, what you feel comfortable, and you practice the hell out of it, and you have fun with it. This is how I see it, and why I enjoy doing makeup. I'm just gonna try and wing out with eyeshadow, because I like eyeliner, but not with eyeliner pens. I usually prefer to do it with the darker eyeshadows. So I just go in here very close to the lash line and tap it, so it gives a more intense look. I don't know if you can see the difference between one eye and the other, because the light still sucks. But then I pull it a bit here, just to wing it, and then I connect it a bit to the downside, just to the beginning of the lash. I hope you can see it. It works beautifully. I'm using Defiant, this, even though it's a black color with glitter, it's beautiful, and I'm loving it on my eye. Let's see if I can do the same on this side, because I'm so focused on the camera and not focusing on the makeup that I think I'm just doing garbage. Maybe this video will never see the light of day. Who knows? I don't apply like the dark eyeshadow on this part of the eye, on the center. I apply it here, outside, from, I don't know, middle out, from this 2/3 of the eye outside, and then a little bit just here, very, very close to the lash line, because I don't want it to be overpowering the other eyeshadows. Just take your time, have fun, and when you think you're done, you're done. Don't be too harsh on yourself with makeup, honestly. We all make mistakes, and if one eye doesn't look like the other, our face isn't symmetrical, so why should your makeup be perfectly symmetrical? I mean, don't go overboard with it. I'm gonna apply. So for this, I'm going to apply, I think, LA Lady from Colourpop too, because I can. No, seriously, I love this shade. I don't know if they still sell this specific shade of lipstick, but it should, because if I had to choose a shade to wear for the rest of my life, this would probably be it. It's the Lux lipstick, I think. Yeah, the Lux lipstick cream LA Lady. I love this shade. I'm a brunette, so I think it works well. And since I do more nude eyeshadows, I think this usually complements it very well. So this is the finished look. I applied a bit of mascara, just a regular cheap mascara from Primark, but I think it does the job quite well. I don't really like boom lashes. I don't even wear fake lashes because, well, I'm afraid of glue near my eyes. I babble too much, I know, sorry. It's not perfect because I'm not used to do my makeup here where I am right now, or with the camera filming me and having to be paying attention to the camera. So, but it's still wearable, I think. But I will go out in a minute with this on my face, so that's all good. I have to clean up a bit. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a bit of a fallout here of glitter. So lesson learned, when working with pressed glitter, do the eyes first and then foundation and concealer, because it does have a lot of fallout. But again, it can be just me not being used to work with it. So don't read too much into my experience, because this is my experience. Everyone experiences these products in different ways. So don't let me get in your head. They aren't bad. I just have to learn how to work with pressed glitter, okay? So this was it. I hope you enjoyed this little makeup showing tutorial. I don't know what to call it. I just really wanted to show and share this palette because Mulan has been a favorite of mine since I was a kid, since it first came out on VHS systems. The only thing that would probably get me more hyped than Mulan would be a Stitch palette, because I love that little blue devil. It's such a cute... I would love to have a Stitch of my own. Moving on, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below so I'll know what you thought of this palette. Maybe you have it too. Maybe you are thinking of buying it. It's a limited edition, so I don't know if for how long it will be on sale. Remember to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to see more videos in the future, to be part of this little community. My life hasn't been easy, but I'm trying to do every weekend a new video. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!